Dear students, good morning. After the admission, we are coming to the retirement or death of a partner. In previous videos, I have discussed the different treatment at the time of retirement of a partner. Just like now we have to find the gaining ratio instead of sacrificing ratio. Now we have to find out the different treatment of goodwill and finally the payment made to retiring or deceased partner. In previous video, I have discussed every topic separately. Now for your comfort, I am coming to a particular question of DK World. Question number 16A, death of a partner, page number 4.119. Clearly says there three students X and Y Z are partner. They are sharing profit and losses equally. It means they are the partner of 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. And their balance sheet is given. And then different adjustments are given. Just like freehold property value increase because it was freehold property value is 4 lakh, now it's come to 5,80,000. So different adjustments are given. Now we are coming to the question. Dear students, now we are coming to the revaluation for question 16A. The first adjustment says the freehold property valued at 5,80,000. In the book, it is given 4 lakh. It means it is an increase of 1,80,000. By freehold property, income and gain, credit side 1,80,000. Second adjustment, investment 47,000. Here investment given at 50,000. So revalued market says investment is 47,000. It means it is a loss of 3,000 debit side. To investment 3,000. Next, stock at 94,000. Where the stock is 1 lakh. Now it's revalued at 94,000. It means it is a decrease of rupees 6,000. That is loss. Next, provision for doubtful debts to be made for 5%. As you know, it is always made on debtors. Debtors 5%, it is 2 lakh. 2 lakh 5% means it is 10,000 provision. It is a loss. Provision for bad and doubtful debt 10,000. Next, trademarks are valueless. Yeah. Very careful. Trademarks are valueless means the value of trademark becomes 0. It is a total loss of 20,000. To trademark 20,000. Then next adjustment, item of 12,000 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed. Means 12,000 creditors will not make any claim. It is your advantage. It will be shown in the credit side of revaluation account by creditors. Now we have covered all the points. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Next point is goodwill that we will take up at the time of preparing capital account. So finally we will close the revaluation account. Total of the credit side is greater. Total of the debit side is lesser. That difference is 1,53,000. As all partners are equal. So the difference will be shared between all partners. Credit is greater, debit is less, it is a profit and that profit will be shared between all partners including retiring partner, in their equal share, that is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So to profit and loss XYZ 51,000, 51,000 and 51,000. So this is the way how we'll make the revaluation account. Now we are coming to partners capital account. Now we are coming to the balance sheet of question number 16A. First we will take up the capital account of all partner including retiring partner. All partner including retiring partner. Then profit of revaluation. Profit of revaluation. Then amount of general reserve which is given in the balance sheet will be shared between all partner equally because they are equal partner. Amount of general reserve is 60,000, that will be shared between all partner equally. Now for the time being you leave the remaining item in the credit side. Now we are coming to the debit side. As you know very well, whatever the goodwill already appeared in the old balance sheet must be write off between all partner old issue. Goodwill already appeared in old balance sheet must be shared between all partner in old issue. Goodwill given 33,000, all the partner are equal, so it will be shared in the debit side of capital account to goodwill between all partner old ratio. Now the point number 6th, which I tell you, leave for the timing, it is a calculation of goodwill. Question clearly says, goodwill will be valued at 1 year purchase of average profit of past 3 years. Profit of past 3 years given 1,20,000, 1,95,000. How we will calculate the goodwill? Here working out of calculation of goodwill. Profit of all the 3 years is added, that is 3,15,000. Then we will find out average divided by 3 because the profit of 3 years are given. Then number of purchase, in your question it is 1 year. Again the result is 1,05,000. 1,05,000 is the goodwill of the firm. Remember, in retirement and death of a partner, goodwill of the firm is given and you have to find out the retiring or deceased partner share. 1,05,000 is the goodwill of the firm. You find out the retiring partner share. Retiring partner share is 1/3 because all the partners are equal partner. So he will take 35,000 goodwill which is given by the remaining partner in their gaining ratio. Generally, remaining partners capital account debit to remaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account. 35,000 because Z is going, now again they are become the equal partner. So 35,000 will be shared between X and Y equally, that is 17,500 and 17,500. So X and Y will purchase share from Z and provide the Z 17,500 each, 17,500 each. Now how it will be shown into capital account? They are giving this amount to Mr. Z. X is given, Y is given. By X capital 17,500, by Y's capital 17,500 in the credit side of a retiring partner. And the same amount, as I told you, remaining partner's capital account debit. So to Z's capital account, 17,500 debited in X capital and 17,500 debited in Y capital. So same amount debited in remaining partner's capital account and credited in retiring partner. Credited in retiring partner capital account and debited in remaining partner's capital account. Now, no more entries given in the capital account, so you make the balances, you make the total and find out the balance of X and Y. Balance of X and Y. But regarding Z, nothing is mentioned. So difference, if nothing is mentioned for retiring partner, the total of credit side will be debited from, the total of credit side will be deducted from debit side, and the result, if nothing mentioned, it will be known as retiring partner loan account. Either question will say pay certain amount in cash, then you will write down to cash and remaining amount retiring partner loan account. If nothing mentioned, the balance of retiring partner will be treated as his loan account, to Z's loan account. If something paid to retiring partner, to cash and remaining amount Z's loan account. If nothing mentioned, a retiring partner balance will be known as his loan account. So this is the partner's capital account, credit side and debit side. This is the XY balances and this is the retiring partner loan account. So we are coming to the balance sheet. We will try to copy all the heads from the old balance sheet, but with the change as per adjustment. Remember, we will try to, you can say, write down all the heads given in the old balance sheet, but not as same amount, but with the change given in adjustment. First, it is shown creditors. In our account, creditors are 1,09,000. As you remember, 12,000 will not be claimed by the creditors. It is an advantage to the business. So 1,09,000 minus 12,000, the final amount to the paid to the creditors is 97,000. Then second head, general reserve we have already distributed in partners capital account. Then next come, it is provident fund, 20,000. Provident fund, it is how much? It is 20,000. It is 20,000. Then we will take up the capital account, but we will not take up the capital account of this, but we will take up the capital account of new capital account. We will not take the capital balances of old balance sheet, but we will take up the capital balances which we get after making capital account. Here 3,42,500, 2,42,500 and his loan account. Capital of X and Y from capital account. We will take up these balances, not the balances of old balance sheet. Balances XY and Z's loan, because it is the liability to the partnership firm, so it will be shown into balance sheet liability. No more heads being to be showed. You make the total comes to 9,97,000. Now we are coming to the asset side of balance sheet. Cash in hand 86,000, there is no change. So 86,000. Debtors, there is a provision of 10,000. Debtors, provision of 10,000. 2 lakh minus 10,000 equal to 1,90,000. Stock, clearly says question, stock value will be 94,000. 94,000. Investment value 47,000. Question says investment value 47,000. Freehold property, question says it is 5,80,000. It is 5,80,000. क्वेश्चन से ट्रेडमार्क्स आर वैल्यूलेस, ट्रेडमार्क्स की कोई कीमत नहीं, ट्रेडमार्क जीरो हो गया. सो इवन यू कैन राइट डाउन ट्रेडमार्क और यू कैन नॉट, बट देयर इज नो वैल्यू बिकॉज द क्वेश्चन से ट्रेडमार्क बिकम वैल्यूलेस और इट इज अ जीरो. So trademark is a zero or valueless means zero. Now total the asset side, again the result is 9,97,000. So children, I have completely told you the question 16th A of DK Goyal. You must go through it, and any doubt, anytime you can clear it. Okay, thank you.